I sat down with my father, and of course, I had all of my traumas and all of my issues and everything with him, but I had also I've 6 months of programming of all of the things that you're supposed to do, to prepare yourself for the death of a loved one. And, so I sat with him and we talked about everything. So I said everything that I wanted to say, and we got to those 6 weeks. And when we got to those 6 weeks, we were clear. But then he lived for another 3 months. So what happened was every meeting, every time I saw him, I was flying back to LA, but every time I saw him, was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
And then every time we said goodbye, we made sure we said a good, thorough, full goodbye, because we knew at any moment it could actually be the last goodbye, right? But the lesson was, it's always like that. When we say goodbye, we can't know if this is the last time we will ever see. You should never greet someone casually or say goodbye to someone casually. And that lesson came from that experience. Every moment was so rich. Every time we saw each other, it was, and every time we said goodbye, we made sure it was a good, thorough, full goodbye. But that's how you're supposed to live every day anyway. Every time you leave your house could be the last time. You're supposed to be in the richness of your hellos and goodbyes and thank yous. And, so I learned that lesson with my father. And then when he passed, it was easy. We were finished, and just the lesson of that kind of presence and that kind of attention and that kind of recognition that tomorrow's not promised. And just getting shaken out of thinking that you're going to have, tomorrow. Anybody who hasn't spoken to their parents or their brother or their cousin that they had a thing with or their ex and they don't talk anymore, call them right now. You just don't think you're going to have a chance to call them to tomorrow or next week. And it's like that opportunity with my father changed every relationship in my life.